Welcome back to the 99.
Hello, everyone.
It's comfier over here.
Yeah.
I guess, so we might switch it up for a little bit. We had a fun topic today. We're going to talk about who are the Nephilim and the sons of God. So basically, who are the giants? Because giants actually are in the Bible. They were real. Yeah. And we're not talking about like 7 feet tall or whatever. We're talking about 9, 10, probably even, taller than
Very
that.
tall.
And they did exist. So they're first talked about in Genesis chapter 6. I'm going to read verses 1 through 8. Let's see, it says, "Then the people began to multiply on the earth, and the daughters were born to them. The sons of God saw the beautiful women and took any they wanted as their wives. Then the Lord said, 'My spirit will not put up with humans for such a long time, for they are only mortal flesh. In the future, their normal lifespan will be no more than 120 years.'" Yeah, because didn't Moses live 900 and something?
I know, these people were 600, 700,
But
400, 900.
But it's true, because nowadays it's 80, 85 is normal. Only if you get into 100, you're lucky.
Wow.
So that's pretty accurate, I'd say.
Yep.
In those days, and for some time after, giant Nephilites, so the Nephilim, lived on the earth. For whenever the sons of God had intercourse with women, they gave birth to children who became heroes and famous warriors of ancient times. So basically what they are is, what the giants are, what the Nephilim are, is they are the offspring of human women and fallen angel, angels. Yeah. So they're half angel, half human. Let's see. "The Lord observed the extent of human wickedness on the earth and saw that everything they thought or imagined was consistently and totally evil. So the Lord was sorry he had ever made them and put them on the earth. It broke his heart. And the Lord said, 'I will wipe this human race I have created from the face of the earth. Yes, I will destroy every living thing, all the people, the large animals, the small animals that scurry along the ground, and even the birds of the sky. I am sorry I ever made them.' But Noah found favor with the Lord." So, something that I wanted to say, I was talking to my husband about it a long time ago when I first read this, was that it kind of sounds to me correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of sounds to me like a huge part of the flood was to get rid of the Nephilim, to get rid of the giants, because it says, he was talking about the giants way up here, and then just a few verses down, it says, "But Noah found favor with the Lord, and he was going to wipe this human race that he created from the earth." So obviously he was getting rid of all the evil people, but it sounds like the flood that was, it flooded the whole earth. It had to be something that tall and that catastrophic to get rid of them, because they're so tall that, I from what it sounds like, it is literally sounds like the flood, the story, because then it talks about Noah right after that. Yeah. It sounds to me like a huge reason for the flood was to wipe out the giants, to get rid of all the Nephilim. Wow. Yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. Because it literally says, "But Noah found favor with the Lord." And then it talks about Noah's Ark. Yeah. It's like, dude, it literally sounds like the flood was to wipe out not only evil people, but the half-breed angel humans, giants. The flood was probably a huge reason for that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's what I thought.
It does make sense.
But yeah, so let's see. So there's 3 common views for who they are. Some believe the sons of God are the sons of Seth. And who is Seth? I would have never remembered that had I not wrote it down.
Yep.
I did this video or these notes a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he's one of Adam's sons.
Yeah, to
So
say
the
a
very
Seth, I know the
first-
Sethite. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, okay. I remember reading that.
Yeah. So
Gosh.
he's one of Adam's sons. So one of the first people. That's who some people think that they are the sons of Seth, so Adam's grandkids, basically. And let's see, I think the next one is in Genesis.
Do you have the 5:1-3?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. So Genesis 5,
we're
1
going
through
backwards.
3. Yeah. This is written. This is the written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. He created them, male and female, and blessed them. And he named them mankind, in quotations, mankind, when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son on his own likeness, in his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth.
Yep. And then I have Cain and Abel. I don't know why it jumps to that, though.
I know, 4:25 or something, right? It goes back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I have down there.
Let's see. Genesis 4, verse 25 says, Adam had sexual relations with his wife again, and she had another son. She named him Seth, for he said, God has granted me another son in place of Abel, who Cain killed.
Yeah.
Let's see. So they had, let's see. It says Cain murdered Abel, and then they had Seth. So, Seth was like a gift to them when
it's weird because
Cain
even
killed.
when they have I do not remember them ever mentioning him in any kind of movie. Like when they do movies on Cain and Abel or anything, they never mention him.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I know, it's pretty strange.
So they are thought to be the righteous descendants of Seth, the sons of God. Obviously, when we watched that video, he disagrees because Seth's descendants became the first to enter into and create idolatry. So the creation of man-made idols, and that's a sin. So that's not good. Some believe they are fallen angels, but those are demons, is what a fallen angel is.
Yeah.
And
it's such a oxymoron word, like literally, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's definitely it's a tricky topic.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
yeah, because we just automatically think they're good, but it's the fallen part.
A third of them are not.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. So some believe they are fallen angels, but those are demons. Some believe they are heroes and men of renown from the mythical past. Sons of God, that term only appears in the Hebrew Bible 5 times in the Old Testament. So this is crazy. I didn't really think about this until I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But the oldest book in the Bible, what do most people probably think it is?
Oh yeah,
you would probably just think it's Genesis, right? Because that's the beginning.
Yeah, but
But the oldest book in the Bible is Job, which, reading the whole Bible, I did read the whole thing.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite books in the Old Testament is Job. I love that book. I related so hard to him.
Yeah.
And I liked that book a lot. But that's the oldest book in the Bible is Job. When it comes to the fact that the Bible isn't necessarily written in chronological order, Revelation is. But they put Genesis in the beginning because it talks about creation.
Yep.
But it's not the first book. which is crazy.
Very, very.
Job is the oldest by date.
Yeah. It's so strange.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
So we're going to read from Job now a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to go to my Bible here.
he says to compare two translations, so we're gonna do that.
Give them the. Or, okay. Maybe it's somewhere right in here. Okay.
So I can do the first one if you want.
Okay.
Job 1 verse 6 says, "One day the members of the heavenly court came to present themselves before the Lord, and the accuser, Satan, came with them." But in the Hebrew, where it says, let's see, where it says, "One day the members of the heavenly court," in the Hebrew it says, "One day the members of the sons of God," in the little notes right down here.
Oh.
So maybe that's why they're comparing.
Oh.
It's because it's saying sons of God in the other translations, in the older ones, but in the newer ones they change it.
What does it say on the newer? What does it say? New Living?
The heavenly court.
Oh.
And
okay.
this says the sons of God.
Yeah,
Which we're talking about the sons of God, so maybe that's why he says to compare.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Because I went to there, huh?
Yeah, on the KJV. Yeah, on the King James.
Well, it might just say it in the notes too on the side right here.
Yeah.
So you might not have to read it again.
Oh,
What
look.
does yours say?
It does have a little one down here. So, yeah, Hebrew, sons of God.
The Lord is.
Interesting. This is B.
Wait, hold on. What's your first one? This one right here.
Right here. One day the angels came to present themselves. This is because this is NLV or NIV, whatever. I think it's NLV. One day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." But it does say B1. It says, Hebrew Satan means adversary. And then down, I don't know where it's saying, but this one does say B1 says Hebrew sons of God.
Yeah. So that's all the comparison is doing, is just because we're talking about who are the Nephilim and the sons of God. So the sons of God, that term is in the Hebrew Bible and in the King James, but it's not. It's called something else in here. So
and here in mine is just saying. Yeah, one day the angels came. That's weird.
Well, it's supposed to be sons of God right there. That's what the little...
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
A6. Yep.
So, yeah. That's what they're called.
Okay. And then what we got? Job 2:1.
Mm-hmm.
So 2:1 is, on another day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them to present himself before him.
And same thing here, where it says, "One day the members of the heavenly court," is what mine says. But then the little asterisk right there, when you compare it to the other one, it says the sons of God. So one day the sons of God came again to present themselves. Yeah. So that's what the comparison back and forth is doing. It's just giving you the sons of God term.
Right.
Because they take it out for some reason. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, that's so strange.
Weird thing to take out.
Yeah. And again, they do it in the whole, So even in the 38:7, you got there if you want.
Yeah, okay. I'm just
says, while the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy. That's all it says.
And all the sons of God, like where
So where it says angels.
Yeah, it's meant to say sons of God.
Sons of God. And all the sons of God shouted for joy. ? Interesting.
Shouted for joy? Like they're not sure if they're joyful or not.
Very weird. Oh my gosh. And then
Daniel, Songs of Solomon. Okay, I gotta sing the whole song. These tabs are just, this was a bad choice. They're in my way. Daniel 3. So just a little side note. Daniel is the partner book to Revelation.
Yeah,
They're both prophecy
good one to
books,
read.
and they go together. So it's good to like read Daniel
Yeah.
and then read Revelation because you'll find a lot of comparisons.
Yeah.
Just a little side note. See, Daniel 3:25 says, "Look, Nebuchadnezzar shouted, 'I see 4 men unbound walking around in the fire unharmed, and the fourth looks like a god.'" And the Aramaic translation on the bottom says, and the fourth looked like a son of the gods.
Yeah, and this one also said, now this one is the NIV says, he said, "Look, I see 4 men walking around fire," and then it says, "Fourth looks like sons of gods, son of gods."
Mhm.
So crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know
They're I'm
hold
not
on.
sure
with the whole Shadrach, like all
yeah,
them.
and
like,
Abednego,
okay,
yeah.
So what? Because like for me, the church I was raised in. Now we all know that really messed me up mentally with some of my,
Right.
doctrine teachings and
Right.
stuff. But like with this, weren't you taught that the fourth in the fire was Jesus? Weren't you taught that? That's what I was taught. That the fourth person in the fire was Jesus. Like that was his that was his apparition.
Huh.
Because there's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and then there was the fourth man in the fire was Jesus. Like he came to save them. Like that's where he came first visually before he was like a baby and born and
Gotcha. Before before he was given to Mary.
Yeah. Like that was him in the fire with them, and that's why they were safe.
Wow.
That's what I was told. But yeah.
I don't.
Please don't tell me I'm wrong about that too. I'm going to lose my mind. I can't be wrong about everything.
No.
I'm going to be depressed. Yeah, I was taught that fourth person was Jesus.
Yeah, that's something I'll have to. Now, yeah,
I'm like, don't tell me.
I mean, there's so many things I was taught. I don't know. It could be something I'm just not remembering.
Was that? But you were never told that? Like that's the first you've heard of it?
I don't think so.
Is that who did you think it was then? When they told that story? Did you think it was somebody specific, or you just thought it was like an angel? Or
maybe
like
I probably just thought it was an angel, just another angel, since it didn't name who it was.
I don't know. I was taught it was the fourth in the fire was Jesus.
Yeah, and I was probably
unless maybe I'm
younger,
misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That's something I'll have to. Yeah, interesting.
Oh, geez.
But
Teresa, what do you think?
Kind of.
As she's watching, she's typing a bunch of comments. Let's see. So in Aramaic, it says like as, let's see, a son of the gods.
Like a son of a god. Huh.
Yeah. A lot of people were taught that, see, that's why I wrote this. A lot of people were taught that the fourth man in the fire was Jesus. That's what I was taught. But the
scripture
calls him an angel.
Okay, that's so right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Interesting.
Like I said, I did these videos or these notes a long time ago, so I forgot that I mentioned that it was Jesus until just now. See, Daniel 3:28.
Go ahead. Oh, I didn't have that one. Okay. I did not. You want me to get it? Or you got it?
We're both there, whatever you want.
Ooh, that's a name.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." I like that song, by the way. Who has sent his angel and rescued his servants. They trusted him. They trusted in him and defied the king's command and were willing to give up their lives rather than serve or worship any god except for their own God. Interesting how that's
it says angel.
How that's like small
Small
and
g.
that, yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Wait, where did you see there's a small?
Like right here. So it was when it says rather than serve or worship any god, and it's just the little
because
G.
the big
Yep.
G is actual God and
Except
the little G
their
is
own
their
God. Yep.
fake gods.
It's just cool how they wrote it in there like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it says angel. But I mean
I know. Gosh.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose my mind if that fourth person wasn't Jesus. Because my whole life is gonna fall apart, I swear.
Gosh.
I got the Trinity a little bit wrong. I got this fourth person in the fire wrong. I can't handle anymore.
Oh my gosh. We are just
it's a hot mess over here.
Yeah, it can be a little, I don't know.
I mean, like in the Chosen series, when they're asking him like, why do you keep talking in parables and whatever, and he's like, come on, just like give me some poetry, like basically like let me have some fun with what I'm saying or whatever. And it's like, okay, but like people who are genuinely searching for you are like misunderstanding, and like we're getting we're taking what you're describing like wrong, and it's like, why did it have to be so complicated? Like, can you dumb it down a little?
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, why does everything have to be so like a puzzle?
Yeah,
like it's just say it outright.
Yeah, like we got this note, that note, this note, this go here, go here, go here. I'm like, oh my gosh,
you wouldn't have to do that if you would just say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So frustrating.
I know, it gets very.
I mean, I like the occasional like riddle too, but it's like, I mean, dude,
no,
I gotta be able to like understand something, in here.
Exactly.
So the king saw and assumed it was an angel. I mean, it could be Jesus or it could be an angel.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of debate about that. Some people even believe that's what I already said that.
Mm-hmm.
Some believe it's an appearance of Jesus before he was physically born to Mary, which is what I said.
Right.
That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a preview.
Yeah.
Before he came.
Yeah.
The Bible isn't really specific or dogmatic on who it is.
Foreshadowing.
So we can't be. Yeah, foreshadowing, yeah. That's why it's up for debate, because it's not really specific on who it is.
Yeah.
But
this is definitely one that's this topic, even of the Nephilim and everything. Yeah, definitely like he said, a debate kind of. Yeah.
Let's see.
Are you at 2 Peter now, or are we on to the next one?
I'm still up in my notes.
Oh, gotcha.
I wrote some stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so basically it could have been an angel, or it could have been, a preview of Jesus before he came. And then some angels are actually sent to protect, which is, an interesting topic to discuss.
And this right here is kind of interesting. You have that too? Sons of God in all passages have in common angelic beings, divine beings. So it's kind of, it's just so that all sounds good though. Not
well, they made a bad choice by sleeping with human women, and that's where they messed up.
Yeah.
Like
it's such a weird, my brain can't swap,
Well,
my brain doesn't want to switch like that. Like
it's refreshing to see you struggle with something. It's really it's nice.
I'm just
for me, because I'm sitting here like I struggle mentally with so much to see you be confused. I'm like, yes.
I see angelic, divine. God.
Well, Lucifer was an angel.
Yes, and
That's what you need to.
and he was beautiful, and he
Mhm.
was he loved music, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's
charismatic
Yep.
and
yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know
He's-
what more to get people, trick
To-
people
yeah.
than to
Mhm.
than to have him be
That's
a
why.
beautiful man or a
Yeah,
beautiful
well, that's
person.
why people that think that he's like this red
Mhm.
person with
Yeah.
horns and a pitchfork,
way
it's
that-
like no.
Yeah.
He, according to the Bible, is gorgeous
Mhm.
and is meant to like deceive you and
like the snake did.
yeah,
Mhm.
he's meant to mess with you.
Yeah.
He's not gonna scare you. He's gonna like entice you
yeah.
and yeah, he's meant to be like alluring and
Mhm.
like yeah. I mean, he was an angel. He's probably gorgeous, like it says.
It's so wild. It's just
Yeah, he doesn't have a pitchfork.
yeah,
Pretty sure.
yeah. Not
That's a Hollywood
easily
thing.
definable. That's why. I mean, I guess that's
why you got to be careful because
it's just
not
like wolf in sheep's clothing. Just
Mhm.
like So
Mhm.
okay, well, I relate it that way. It's a little bit easier. Wolf and sheep. I don't know. Gosh, so weird how we have to have things that kind of.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
So the Nephilim, it looks like, are also mentioned in the New Testament. So all this stuff in Job and
Mhm.
Daniel and stuff, that's Old Testament. So here in 2 Peter, let me get there really fast.
Okay.
It's a smaller book, right?
Yeah, I know. I always miss it. I always go either before or after it.
It's pretty back there.
Yeah, it is. And it's just tiny. Like
2 Peter 2,
Mhm.
4 and 5. For God did not spare even the angels who sinned. He threw them into hell, in gloomy pits of the darkness, where they are being held until the day of judgment. And God did not spare the ancient world except for Noah and the 7 others in his family. Noah warned the world of God's righteous judgment. So God protected Noah when he destroyed the whole world of ungodly people with a vast flood.
wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
God didn't even spare the angels who sinned. He threw them down.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, so no one's getting away
Mhm.
without he doesn't pick favorites, because
Yeah.
even his angels don't get away with whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So the angels in Genesis, God judged them. He put an end to whatever they were doing, the sons of God and the fallen angels.
Yep.
Yeah, that was with the flood. That's literally how it sounds like he got rid of them.
Yeah.
Was flooding the earth. The whole Noah flood, that's what that
Mhm.
was. That's part of the reason that was for, was to get rid of the Nephilim angel giants.
Wow.
Jude, that's even tinier. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like one page, literally. This is this is Jude, one page.
I know. Gosh.
It's just right before Revelation. That's how I remember.
Yeah. All right. So we're at 6, right? Is that what you got?
Yeah. So 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Okay.
Yeah.
And the angels who did not keep their positions of authority, but abandoned their proper dwelling, these he has kept in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day. In a similar way, Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding towns gave themselves up to sexual immorality and perversion. They serve as an example of those who suffer the punishment of eternal fire. That's what mine says on there. Is there anything different in yours than that?
That's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, just the ending was a little, says, those cities were destroyed by fire and serve as a warning of the eternal fire of God's judgment. That's basically the same thing.
Okay. Yep.
Sometimes the wording is just a little different.
Yeah.
But the message is like exactly the same. So
yeah,
I don't think it's a big deal.
No, it sounds.
So 285 times angels are
Mhm.
mentioned, always in the masculine, which is an interesting point.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think I've ever had anybody ask if angels are only male or female.
I know. I don't think.
But that's a good question. If they're both, I just assumed they could be both.
Huh.
But it says that, first of all, the law of proportion, when Tiff says before, however many times in the Bible something is mentioned, it's because you're supposed to pay attention to it, right? Like heaven is mentioned 500 times. You know, certain things are mentioned like a lot of times.
Right.
Angels are mentioned 285 times. I did not count that.
Yeah,
That's what he said. I'm not going to sit here and count all the times they say that, but he says they're mentioned 285 times, always in the masculine.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It is.
So all of the angels could all be male. Which, I mean, would make sense if you have like Michael, Gabriel. Those are both male names. You know, Uriel, Raphael, those are all males. It would make sense that they're all male, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't know that I ever even thought them to be. I just always thought they were males. For what reason, I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I know that for sure a few of them are male, but I didn't think maybe all of them.
Like how they, because, you know, they do.
They're
always sound very. They don't sound feminine to me, so I never even thought of them as being female, which was so weird though. Because why?
The only time it talks about angels is like the same few.
Oh yeah,
but there's like millions. So like maybe the few they talk about are male, but
I know
could there not be
so weird
females that they don't mention?
Yeah,
like I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But it says that they're always mentioned in the masculine. In the Bible, which is weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Very. Oh my gosh. Interesting.
Let's see. So Nephilim are only found in the Bible 2 times, in Genesis and in Numbers.
Wow.
Now Numbers is a crazy one because that one also has a talking donkey. That was a crazy book. I was like, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the interesting books I liked too. Not the beginning where it talks about all the, I can't with the ancestry. The genealogy, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just have this read to me because I can't read all this.
Yeah,
right just do it on the audio. Yeah, I can't with all these names.
Yep. I know. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. I know. Yep. So we're at Numbers 33 right now?
Yep.
Okay. We saw the Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak. How do they say his name?
Yeah, probably.
Come from Nephilim. Come from the Nephilim. Oh, he was saying, why am I saying it that way now? He was saying Nephilim.
I know, he says it weird.
And then I was like wait, is it now I'm saying Nephilim for some reason. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them.
So mine is a little different. Mine has the asterisk, or however you say it, the asterisk, the little star.
Yeah.
So mine says, we even saw giants, and then the giants, when it translates down into the little note section, says Nephilim. So we even saw the giants there, the Nephilim, the descendants of Anak next to them. We felt like grasshoppers, and that's what they thought too. Yeah, so giants, Nephilim, it's the same. They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
But yeah, where mine says giants, the notes says Nephilim. But yours just says Nephilim straight out?
Yep. Both places.
I have the little note, but it says Nephilim.
And I don't even have a note on mine, which is weird.
You don't need it.
Oh, yeah.
Yours says, says the actual title.
It does. That's funny.
Let's see here. So Nephilim are giants.
Yeah.
The Hebrew says Nephilim. So where did they come from? They were I wanted to show some pictures too.
We've got
just because they are real. And like, in the past videos, how we've talked about like, how they're finding proof of different biblical stories. Like they're finding the gold chariot wheels where the crossing of the Red Sea happened.
Yeah.
And the horse skeleton remains where they crossed the Red Sea. Like they're finding a bunch of stuff. And some of the stuff they're starting to find archaeologists are starting to actually find like Nephilim giant skeletons. Like they're uncovering them, and it's really crazy.
Yeah,
so there's
it's
some pictures that we
crazy.
wanted to show. Let's see. Remember, I think you have to turn it sideways. Remember, a little closer.
Here, maybe you should do it.
Okay,
I'm not
here.
sure where.
I don't know either. Okay, so yeah, there's 3 people next to that.
And look at his foot, just his foot, where the guy is kneeling. I mean, the foot alone even
It's probably like
it looks
half
like,
your body.
Yeah, it looks like.
So there's that
huge.
picture, and then there's where's the other one?
I think there's a couple. They're pretty good.
Ooh, wait.
Which one? That one?
Yeah. No.
That one.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that is so wild.
Yeah, the giants are real. Let's see here. It would make sense that now this one's a little blurry, but
yeah, that one looks really old too for some reason. Maybe it's just the picture, but
yeah. So they're finding these giant skeletons everywhere. And even in the David and Goliath story, even he was like I think the measurement comes out to be like 9 feet 6 inches or something.
Yeah,
he was tall, but I don't know if he was considered he wasn't considered a Nephilim, right?
Because I think
was Goliath considered
like 15 feet or more.
These giants are like 15 feet tall. Like the actual Nephilim are huge. Like something that somebody pointed out to me, I was telling her this before we first started, was like in the old school in the old which temple did I say it was?
You mean like in Rome? Like
the Vatican, like the tall cathedrals and stuff. Their doors, look how tall their doors are.
Well, and look at the boulders,
15, 20 feet tall.
Who moved those? They didn't have equipment to get those things like that.
No, but do you want to hear something crazy? Okay. Something crazy that I heard was that how people are always wondering how did they make the pyramids?
Mm-hmm.
Was probably the giants were probably helping them do it.
Yeah, or I mean, I just don't know how.
Or because here, this is saying. So look, dude, this is so crazy. Okay, so these skeletal figures represent just a few giant human remains that have been unearthed and documented in historical records, along with the historical accounts of Goliath, who had 3 brothers just as big as he was. But yeah, there was a king that his bed was 13.5 feet long. Yeah, but okay, I don't know how close I can get, but so 6 feet is the present day. That's usually how tall, some men get to be 6. I have some uncles that are 6'4".
Yeah.
So I mean 6.5 feet is normal. Every once in a while you get like 6'10", that's like rare. I feel like when you get like 7 feet, that's like rare.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see if we can see this kind of. It might be backwards. Get our faces out of there. But I don't know if you can see the measurements on there at all. Stay here for a second. But these are, it says that these measurements are, have been unearthed and found as tall as, this is wild, man. As tall as 36 feet.
Wow.
This tallest one is 36 feet. And it says that it was 650 BC to 640 AD. The Carthaginians uncovered 2 this size. And an earthquake somewhere uncovered 1 more.
Oh, man.
But yeah, there's one that's 25 feet 6 inches, and in 1613 AD, France, near the castle of whatever that is, there was nearly a complete skeleton that was that tall. I don't know. You guys can look through pictures and find some stuff. It's wild. But okay, this is a squirrel moment for Theresa. But I'm not looking up anything. It's just a thought that I thought of when we're thinking of how the giants possibly could have helped them build the pyramids. Do you know how it talks about how like the cherubim have like how like all the different angels have like, you know, eagle faces, lion faces, you know how they have
Right.
like different animal faces,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Something I've wondered, I'm pretty positive this is what this is. Like, you know how in Egypt, how they worship like Horus as like a god, and they worship like all these different gods that have like animal faces, right?
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if they're literally worshiping angels. If like to them, their gods are just angels. But they think that they're gods because they're still powerful.
Right.
They can still do things and they
things
still
that-
have like abilities that are way above ours.
Mhm.
But it makes me wonder if the Egyptian gods are literally just angels that they worship. I'm pretty sure I figured that out. That's legit. Those Egyptians, I'm pretty sure, are just
Yep.
worshiping angels because
Probably.
angels have some classifications of angels have
This-
animal features.
yeah. And then just
That-
supernatural abilities.
Yeah, like they can still do things that make them look like
Yeah.
a god because they're still powerful than a human.
Exactly.
But I've always thought, like, I bet you that Egyptians are just worshiping
Right.
angels, that they think that, like, for them they're a god because they're powerful,
Yep.
but they're just an angel.
Yeah.
I'm
I'd
pretty
like to know.
positive Egyptians are worshiping angels. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing.
Do we know any Egyptians?
Yeah, probably
I would
not.
love to hear from one.
I mean, they're not going to
someone
say,
to-
"Oh yeah, we worship
But-
angels."
well,
like
no, I
they
wanna know,
they
like,
genuinely
tell
think
me
of them
what-
as a god.
Yeah. Like, but what do they like? I would like to know. Like, what do you call? So, do they have names? Do they have names for them or?
Yeah, Horus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Horus. What's that dog's name? Anubis. I'm remembering all this from the Mummy movie. They're
Oh my gosh, okay.
their gods have names, but I'm saying they're probably just angels that they're
Okay,
giving
yeah,
names and
yep.
worshiping. Egyptian gods.
Yeah. Hello.
EGY. Yeah, it's like come on now. Okay. Egyptian gods. Maybe just type in names. Egyptian god names.
Whoa.
We don't need 100 names. Mhm. Here we go. Okay. So
Wow.
let's see. Yeah,
The
see,
moon,
there's Horus
Ra.
and Anubis.
Whoa.
So Horus is their god of the sky. Anubis is the god of death. Set is the god of deception.
Whoa.
Yeah, they have a lot of
Goddess
Osiris.
of drunkenness.
Osiris is the god of justice. But yeah, Horus,
Wow.
Horus and Anubis are the two most popular that I've heard
Right.
of. And
Bennu,
let's see here.
Phoenix god.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's something that I've
Wow.
thought is that literally, because if you look up a picture,
Yeah, and if
here,
they're-
just look up a picture of Horus. Look up a picture of Horus because I'm telling you, Horus.
Oh. Well, there's Anubis.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go back. Josh, grab the wrong
Well,
one.
does it let you click on it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. He's at the top. Right there.
Oh, you mean just?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay, here, let me see. Okay, so this is Horus. Okay. This is their. Oops. Focus.
Interesting.
Yep. There we go. That's Horus. Has a hawk face or whatever he has. And then,
Whoa.
who's the other one? Anubis.
Yeah.
So he's the. If you guys have seen The Mummy, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But so this is Anubis. He has a dog like a jackal face. I'm just saying with all the different.
Yes, there's a lot. I mean, here you got top 100. So
I didn't know there was that many.
I know. Set.
Yeah, Set. I've heard of him too.
Whoa.
Yeah, like a weird bird face.
Yeah, he's got a beak.
Yeah,
that's.
And then look up cherubim again.
Oh,
just so I can show you that they have like animal faces. I mean, this is kind of off topic, but not really because they are angels.
Yeah,
that's why I'm tying. That's how I'm tying it in. That's how I'm justifying talking about it right now. Maybe biblically accurate. Remember?
That's interesting. Why are they? What's that one? Right. Oh, that has the lion and the. Whoa, that's a.
Well, there's one that has like an eagle, like a face of like bird too.
Is that it or no?
Wait. Huh.
That's got feathers. It looks like. What's that one? No.
And we found him last time. Oh wait.
What were we looking at her?
It was this one, I thought, right? Remember?
Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah, that's a trick. That is.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
I would not want to see any of this.
That's why they say don't be afraid every time they pop up, because they'd be scary, man. I think it was this one.
That one.
Okay. So obviously this is just a drawing, but this is how it describes them looking, kind of. So they have, there's the face of an eagle on top. There's the like a cow or a bull or something, and then there's the lion and a human. But see how they have like animal faces? It just makes me wonder if like they're like Egyptians are just straight up worshiping angels.
Could be, yeah.
Because they came down all the time, like they came and interacted with people, and they saw them. They would write like accounts of seeing them, right? It makes me wonder if like they weren't seeing a god, they were seeing an angel, but they worshipped it as a god. It's just an angel.
So I guess they didn't speak to them? Or did they? I guess they never told them.
I never.
Oh, that was so interesting. Now I kind of want to know, like, what? I want to know about these accounts now. See what?
But I mean, like, if you look up those, like, I don't want to say, like, they're not like cave drawings, but like whatever that the Egyptians like would write on, like
the hieroglyphics or whatever they're called.
They would like draw pictures of them all the time, and they're with like animal faces, and to me that's like it could be like an angel that they're seeing that is powerful, it is holy, it is whatever, but it's not God, and they're worshiping it as God, as a god, because it is powerful and it is whatever. They just took it too far and started like worshiping it.
Wow. Yeah.
So a little tangent. But let's see. So the Nephilim, the giants, are the offspring of human women and fallen angels, the sons of God. There have been mass archaeologists that are uncovering these just massive giant skeletons everywhere. We showed you a couple of the good pictures, but you guys can just look up like giant skeletons, like uncovered or whatever you want to say.
Uh-huh.
And there's pictures everywhere. You can see them and look at them. There's some that look a little sketchy, but there's some that look legitimately like 100%. They're real, you know? Let's see. So there's a couple of different views on who people think the Nephilim are.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is some people think they are part human, part supernatural being. Some think fallen angels that possess human men, and they had relations with human women. The Sethite view, which is what we said earlier, the righteous line of Seth. And the fourth one is fallen men. So that's the least popular. So they are the offspring of the fallen angels and the human women. That is what they actually are. So it's kind of the first one where it says part human, part supernatural being. It's kind of what they are because they're the offspring of fallen angels and human women.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But giants did exist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's apparent. I just can't even, I just didn't ever think that they didn't. Like, because of, well, for one, you've got David and Goliath. Mm-hmm. And even though he didn't seem that, like,
he wasn't super tall.
We just know that they do. I mean, I have read, well, maybe it was a translation. I just remember reading in the Bible, you know, about giants, but maybe it was a translation of what I was, you know.
Well, because
of how they translated it, but
yeah,
but we know because there's no way that some of there was no way some of these big constructions.
Like the pyramids, man. I'm telling you, the pyramids were Nephilim.
They just didn't have that kind of equipment, and the men they weren't even
you can barely
big.
Well, no, but like you can barely do that now.
Yeah,
like you could barely do the pyramids now. You know, like there's people that say like aliens are what helped them with the pyramids.
Oh yeah, because of the precision.
I think it was probably just.
I just don't know how some of the
angels, the Nephilim.
I don't know. It's weird. It really is weird. If there's, we know. I mean, if there are aliens, well, I mean,
I don't even know. I mean, maybe
they're
there are,
still
maybe
God made.
I don't know. Yeah.
And the thing is, I just don't know how there are. If you've been to Turkey and seen any of the,
have you been to Turkey?
No,
but I know
you've
been so many places.
I have been. I want to go to Turkey really bad, but I do have a friend in Russia that has gone to Turkey a lot, and he loves to explore the outer parts, not the touristy attractions, you know, touristy type things. And he has gone by the ruins of stuff that are up in the mountains. He's hiked up there, and the
size,
the size of these cement blocks. Yeah, the fact that when you looked, he would show up close. When you saw the just
microscopic precision
of it, of something, you know, over 1,000 pounds, there's no way.
Yeah.
So what would do that in, you know, 1,800 years? You know, I mean, it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, like there's like, because back then that's how they did stuff, was like chiseling and hammering. It's like there's no way
they could have gotten that precision line.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I saw him go up there, and I'm getting him right now. I just get chills because it's like I just don't like. There's no what explanation is there? But
well, it's either angels or aliens. I mean,
and we do know indigenous people that, you know, they also, like the Egyptians did hieroglyphics on their, you know, at the Red Rocks and that. And honestly, they drew people from outer space. They drew,
But the people from outer space
Right.
could
They're
be
still-
angels
right.
from,
and it's still,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
It
still,
still could be that.
right. And I still, whatever it is, the whole thing
It's
is
a supernatural
from God.
being,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's angels or aliens, it's some type of supernatural other world, like out of this world,
Yes.
you know, 100%.
Yeah. Because that was wild.
All I
Yeah.
know is all the videos that you're seeing recently of all the projections in the sky of alien stuff, and it's like, I don't know if that's real.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like the week before the inauguration, it's like, I don't think so.
Well, we're going to get some answers on those. Totally off topic. We're going to get some answers on the drones soon too.
Yeah.
Because he's going to.
I don't want to say
release
this
that.
on the
He knows.
video, because have the, what do they call it? The Secret Service knocking on my door if I have an opinion on something, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, definitely giants are real, angels are real, and the flood kind of sounds like is what took them out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you read it in Genesis, that's literally just after it mentions the Nephilim. The next sentence, it talks about the flood.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of sounds like that's what he had to do to take them all out, because they're so massively huge that, like, the only way to get rid of them is to drown them. And it had to be a massive flood because they're like 36 feet tall. So, I don't know.
Wow.
Crazy stuff.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Did the Egyptians worship angels? That's what I think. I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense.
Do you think that? Does it make sense? Like, when I explained it, does that make sense? That that's literally possibly what they could be worshiping?
Oh, yeah. Especially, with there being it says hundreds of them. I didn't realize
I didn't think there was hundreds.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't know what else because that's the only thing supernaturally that legitimately there is angels.
Mm-hmm.
So, we don't have superheroes. If so, I'd like to be one, please.
I know, right?
I volunteer. No, just kidding.
Volunteer as tribute, or whatever she says. No, so do you remember how I said, like, in the Mummy movie is how I remembered, like, those names?
Yeah.
Do you know? So in the Chosen series, Nicodemus,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that older guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's one of the bad guys in the Mummy.
Oh, really?
That's where that's like where he was first. Not first. I think he's had other movies too, but that's where he's like really famous, is from the Mummy movies.
Yeah, I don't think I put it together, but
those movies usually scared the hell out of me.
There's so many people that look like familiar to me in so many movies and shows.
No, he's for sure. He's in the Mummy. Those movies were terrifying as a kid. Yikes.
Oh, they did well.
Yeah. You've seen them, right?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Man. Yeah, scary stuff. But anyways, giants.
Yeah.
Okay. This kind of went all over the place. This whole...
It just happens.
Yeah. It wasn't like a squirrel moment. It was like just several.
Yep. Yeah. Firing pins.
So yeah. Anyways, you guys have anything about the giants or angels or anything about the Egyptians that you want to talk about? I don't know. Anything we hit on, you can comment. But yeah. Well,
all right.
Guess till next Friday.
Stay blessed.